Hey, what's up guys? It's Ben 10,000 YGO, your friendly Yu-Gi-Oh superhero. And today, guys, we're going to be doing a Toon Deck profile.
How wonderful! Things don't get any better than this.
Kaiba?
My name is Maximilian Pegasus.
Okay.
Let's add some special effects to this show.
What?
Huh. Weird. Nothing happened. Just a real quick reminder, guys, if you enjoyed the little skit and it made you laugh, do me a solid and go check out my Teespring in the links below, and you can buy yourself a t-shirt to support the channel. This will go to decks, better equipment, that kind of thing. So do me that solid. You can get a Spank Me Harder Konami t-shirt or I'm Konami t-shirt for your friends, so you guys can make jokes together when we can finally go to events. And back to the video. Hey, what's up, guys? It's your friendly neighborhood Yu-Gi-Oh superhero Ben 10,000 YGO, and I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna need therapy for a few months now. Being a cartoon character just isn't good for the soul. That's all I'm gonna say there. All right, that's enough of this bit. Oh God, could you imagine that? You just looked over, and you're a cartoon character, and just ah! Oh, sorry. Anyway, guys. Today's video is going to be a deck profile of the new Toon support. I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on it. I'm going to show you the deck here in just a minute. This is just for the newbies. If you're new to the Ben 10,000 YGO channel, this is how we do things. We have this little discussion at the front. We have the replay footage in the middle, and we'll have the deck profile at the end. I got to tell you guys, I had a lot more fun playing the Toon deck than I thought I would. I thought I was going to just take a bunch of L's and it was going to be bad, and it's not the worst. I mean, if you're looking to buy the Toon stuff from the up-and-coming Toon Chaos stuff, I think it might be better than you think. But we'll get into all that when we get after the replay footage. So, speaking of that replay footage, why don't we go ahead and check that out. Alright, there you have it, guys. This is the new Toon deck. So, This was surprisingly very fun to pilot. I actually really enjoyed it. So let's kind of go over some of the new stuff. So let's start with the new Toon Blackluster Soldier. This card is very interesting. A lot of people are saying that the cannot attack on the turn it was summoned clause was a wrong translation. So I believe Edo Pro decided to go ahead and let it attack on the turn it's summoned. So if that is the case, which is fine either way because you'll get rid of a monster, but its first effect is its power. I mean, it has all the same stuff that all the Toons do. They attack directly, first of all, which is stupidly powerful. And then on top of that, because a lot of them are huge, and then now a lot of the newer line of Toon monsters have extra effects. So basically his extra effect is he can banish a card, but he can't attack the turn he does that. So I imagine you can't attack and then use the, yeah. You know what I mean? Then use the effect, but you get the point. Then we have Toon Dark Magician. He special summons a Toon monster from the deck, but you have to discard a Toon card to do it. Or he can get you a Toon spell or trap card. That's kind of neat. Same condition. Then you have Red Eyes, who can summon one from the hand, ignoring summoning conditions. So that's really neat. This actually came into play a little bit. Toon Mermaid, just a free summon. Toon Harpy Lady, kind of the same thing, but she also does spell and trap hate, and she is also normal summonable, so you don't have to special summon her, so that's relevant. Now, this is where the deck's going to look a little bit interesting to you guys, is we're playing Planet Pathfinder. Then the reason why we're playing this card is because Terraforming is at 1, and we have to get to Toon Kingdom as fast as we can, and Toons, surprisingly, are not as normal summon reliant as they used to be, thanks to some of this new support. So that's one of the things that people might want to realize when they're up against this deck. It's not as normal summon reliant as it used to be. So, I mean, there's probably somebody already trying to figure out what they can mix in with this. And I'm telling you right now, Planet Pathfinder is one of those cards that's just this deck is actually going to be able to utilize it. Because it's not normal summon reliant. We're also playing Pot of Extravagance. I mean, if this is pretty much, I am pretty much just doing Konami's bidding at this point. Buy Toon Chaos. You can have a shot at it with the reprint. It'll probably still be expensive, but hey. But there you go. You get your Pot of Extravagance. That's why you see a lot of 3-ofs in the extra deck. Upstart as a 1-of. Terraforming, another way to get to our field spell. Toon Kingdom, which is our Toon world. We got the Toon Table of Contents, just to search for all the Toon cards, including the Kingdom. Then we have Toon Bookmark. Basically, you get to add a Toon World or a card that specifically lists Toon World. So basically, this searches pretty much the entire thing. Like, basically, you just reveal no, not this one. You just add the Toon card. So this could get you your Kingdom. Any of the other cards, I used it mostly just to get the monsters. Then we have Toon Page Turn. Now, this card's really interesting. It's like that. It's like that one spellbook card. I can't remember the name of it specifically, but it's like you reveal it, and then your opponent picks one of the 3, and that's the card you add. But they all had to be spellbooks. Well, this is the same thing, but with Toons, and you have to pick them with different names. So at least that's the way the system worked for me. If that's not the case, yeah, no, it is. Okay, I'll make sure I read the card right. So you pick the Toons with different names. So I just picked. That's why all my Toon monsters were monsters that I could special summon. For the most part, except for Red Eyes and Dark Magician, but they could summon another Toon, which seemed pretty effective to me, so that's why I kept it like that. So this card basically gets you one of these three big ends right here. Then we got our Comic Hand. Comic Hand, this card's actually also searchable off of Toon Bookmark, so that's really useful. Whereas this card, you get to add a Toon card, where Comic Hand just doesn't count as a Toon card. This card, Bookmark, will search Comic Hand. So Comic Hand is our snatch steal for the deck, and it turns the monster that we take from our opponent, makes it count as a Toon monster, which is extremely useful for Toon Kingdom, because with Toon Kingdom, basically we are now protecting all of the Toon monsters from being destroyed in battle, which is extremely useful. As you guys saw in one of the replays where the opponent times out with Dragoon, the reason I showed that one is because effectively, my opponent wasn't going to win that game, because if they tried to banish the Toon Kingdom, I had the counter trap, which is Toon Terror, which is you have to control a Toon monster and Toon World. Toon Kingdom counts as Toon World, so if you got the Kingdom, you got a Toon, your trap is live. That's all you need to know. It's just Solemn Judgment without life points, as long as you control Toon Kingdom and a Toon. And then, of course, Metaverse is a trap version of Toon Kingdom, which we actually used this to dodge an ABC effect at one point in the replays. Like, they were like, okay, I'm going to banish your Toon Kingdom, and I just activate a new Toon Kingdom. So there you go. That was kind of fun, making them miss their mark, per se. And then, of course, the really cool... But the reason why I wanted to show that one is because they weren't going to win that one. Because basically all I would have... they were like, okay, I'll just do that. I would have negated the ABC. And then, of course, the Toon Kingdom to save the Toon monsters doesn't actually activate. It's kind of like... It's like Lost World's save effect, basically, for dinosaurs. It's an effect that doesn't really activate. It just kind of it's a constant effect. So to save the monsters, it's the same thing. So things like the Dragoon monster just don't to save the Toons, the Dragoon monster couldn't destroy them. So that was kind of one of the useful factors. So basically, the idea was we would just get rid of the ABC monster, and then our Toon monsters would just, beat our opponent's life points down. Yes, we would take some damage, but they're going to take a lot more. I mean, think about it. 2 hits from this guy is, 6,000. That's almost done right there. And basically, in that game, I think, if I recall correctly, I had a Red Eyes and a Blackluster Soldier, so they were going to lose a chunk. I would have just saved these guys. Because this doesn't activate unless they drew, anything that could have removed the Toon Kingdom from the play or got rid of it. Also, the other part of it is there's another one, Toon Bookmark. Toon Bookmark saves Toon World or Toon Kingdom from being destroyed. One time, you just have to banish it. So that's stupid useful for keeping... Basically, I think people are underestimating this deck. I don't think it's going to be, there are outs. Alright, I will say this right off the bat. There are outs. Cosmic Cyclone is an out. All right, this card, Toon Bookmark, cannot protect it. Basically, if if they don't have something like a set Metaverse or a set Toon Terror to negate that, I mean, it's done. And Toon Mermaid destroys herself if you don't have a Toon World or a Toon Kingdom out in the field. The other Toons don't, but like I said, she's just in here because she's a free summon. This could have been Toon Cyber Dragon if you guys prefer. But yeah. And then, of course, our extra deck's kind of inconsequential, so we don't really use it. I just threw in some decent 7s because Dark Magician and Red Eyes kind of work together. So we can make things like Big Eye, Dracosac, Red Eyes Flare Metal. And then Baguska and Abyss Dweller are kind of floodgatey monsters. So the purpose of them is to stall out the game if necessary. You can brick if you draw all your high-level Toons and no way to get them out, or if you draw Toon Kingdom and terraforming or something and no way to get into any, you need the Kingdom and a Toon monster, or especially a low-level one like Mermaid or her Harpy Lady, or a way to get to the bigger ones like with Toon Page Turn. You need one of those cards, or you're gonna croak. There was a duel you guys didn't see where I played against a hero deck and lost. I'm just letting you guys know that because it wasn't entertaining. That's why I didn't leave it in there as a replay. But I did lose a few games. It's just important to know that if you are wanting to play a Toon deck for the future, you want to know that, yeah, there's potential for brick hands. I'm sure there's a way to make it a lot more consistent than I'm thinking of, but I just wanted you guys to know that up front. And like I said with the Thunder Dragon Chaos Creator deck, this is just a template, guys. Somebody who is a Toon enthusiast can take this, go, I think Ben has some great ideas, and then they can just take whatever good ideas I have, and they can expand on it even further than I would take the deck. Because, I'm not really a Toon player, but it was fun to pilot. I had a good time. So if you think you want to play around with it, at least on Edo Pro, I encourage it. Anyway, guys, I think that's all for us today. I am Ben 10,000 Wajo. I'm your friendly neighborhood Yu-Gi-Oh! Superhero. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. It would do some great stuff for me. Make sure you leave a like if you liked it. And, yeah, guys, I will catch you in the next one. Peace.